So I reckon, bucket list, kick in the bucket. You want to look back at your life and just go, yeah, how good. How good. And you see a lot of, I've seen them in the past anyway, of older people that they'll say, oh, you're old, you're finished, you're at the end. What do you regret? And none of them ever, ever, ever say, I regret making less money. I regret not spending more time in the office sending emails. I regret not chasing that business deal. It's always life things. It's like I always regret not taking that chance, not asking that girl out on a date, not experiencing working at a different company. I worked at the same company for 40 years. Like it was always, or, not spending more, not telling this person I loved them, or not spending more time with my kids. I dedicated it to work and whatever it might be. And, I've told this story in the past at other events, not particularly front end ones, but other events where I had this guy that I used to work with many years ago, don't even know his name. I never actually met him directly. It was at Abbey Group and it was at the Christmas party and there was about 300 people at the Christmas party and he was getting an award from the directors for 25 years service. All right, so he was getting a nice little plaque or whatever it might be. And he gets up at the front, like they give him a big raving review, dedicated employee, this, and everyone's like clapping, well done, cheering. He gets up in front of the lectern and he's like, okay. He goes, thank you very much for this award. He goes, I've dedicated my life and my career to the company. I'm always at the first one on site. I'm the last one to leave. My projects are always on time. They're to the highest quality. I've worked on award-winning projects. A lot of the reason why, these projects were successful because of me and all the dedication I put in. And he goes, it's an amazing achievement. And he's like pauses. And I was 22, 23, 24, something. So I was young. Not now, not like now. I'm old. I'm over the hill, close to kicking the bucket. And he goes, he had a slight pause, and he's like, I missed my daughter's ballet rehearsal. He goes, I missed my son's grand finals. He goes, I was working most Saturdays and Sundays, so I didn't even go to the games during the week. He goes, I took my 4 weeks holiday at the end of each year because never really went away before that. And, I missed out on a lot of stuff. And he goes, they're things I will never get back. He goes, I will never get those moments back. I will never get that time with my kids, with my family, because I've dedicated so much of my time and my profession here thinking that that's what was important and that's what I needed to do. And it's like the whole room went silent. Like the directors in the corner, their jaw dropped. And he goes, my advice to you is work is always going to be there. He goes, there's always going to be the next job. There's always going to be this moment and this pressure and this time frame and this budget. That's always going to be there. He goes, take the time and spend it with your family. Spend it with your kids. Go on the holidays. Take your annual leave during the year. Go on that experience. Do that thing that you always want to do. He goes, because this is not the meaning of life. He goes, this award, he goes, honestly, it means it's a reminder of what I gave up.
That's
and it's like, thanks.
Yeah.
And me as a 25-year-old or 24-year-old, however old I was at that time when I listened, I was like, fuck. Mind you, I was no obligations to anything, to anyone, just myself at that time in my life. And I was like, wow, like that hit me at that age. So I try and keep that at the back of my mind with most things now. Especially now that I've got a young family too.
Yeah. Do you think that impacts what you do now?
Yeah, yes, subconsciously. I don't think about that story every single day. But yeah, I think it would. There's times where I do feel guilty because I'm working too much. But then there's also times like, okay, well, this is a father's sacrifice, a man's sacrifice. I've got a strong belief about that as well. I can't be home all the time. If I was home all the time, we wouldn't have the life that we have. It's simple as that. If I was home all the time, if I was always doing if I was cooking dinner every night, if I was taking the kids to school, if I was picking them up from school, if I was doing all of those things, we wouldn't have the life that we have. I wouldn't be able to give them the opportunities that they have in their life. Saw this cool thing the other day. Not sure if I've mentioned it before, but if I saw my kids when I was a kid, I would think that they are rich kids.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah, and I thought that just really stuck with me, and it kind of made me a little bit proud and going, okay, that's fucking cool. All right, keep going. There's still levels to it. There's still more that you can do. But regardless,
What was the explain what the pride was there?
in the sense that, yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Good question. I'd say the pride would be in the sense that I've, if you
Is it like a
if you frame yourself as, say, the provider, I don't like that. I'm not just the provider. There's more to it. But let's just say one of your primary roles as the father, as the man, is to provide for your family. You're kind of ticking that box.
yeah? So is it kind of like the work I'm doing, there's progress.
Yeah, without a doubt. There's progress. There's result.
Yeah.
As well. So I'm looking at that. It's like, my son goes to a private school, and next year we're looking at or the year after, we're looking at doing the same with my daughter. Now, even for me to be in a position where I can put them both in private schools, that's like a bit of a pat on the back for myself. And my wife, she's contributed too to that, because it's not just me working, making all the money. I couldn't do what I do without her. And people often forget that. They're like, oh, you're the man, you're the one that makes all the money. And it's like, yeah, but I can only do that because I have a partner that pulls their weight as well. So they're just as much involved in the process of making money as what I am. The difference is she's over there, I'm over here. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Would you not agree with that?
I'm not in that position.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Yeah.
But I say that as another, talking to myself, and I don't go by anyone else's standards or anything like that. There's also a sense of accomplishment there that I can be in a position where my wife doesn't have to work at the moment. And that's great too. And look, if she did want to, like, by all means, go out there, do whatever you want to do, but she doesn't have to. So that's great for me too. And I think it's been a really positive thing in our children's life that she's been able to be home raising the kids, as opposed to me or both of us needing to work to sustain our life or whatever it might be.
Is there particular places you'd like to go that you've got
in the world?
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan. Funny enough, but I think
everyone wants to go to Japan.
No, I don't. Might say.
I don't know anyone.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know two things. I don't know anyone that doesn't want to go, and
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that's gone at a bad time.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking ruin your day.
Oh no!
I know someone that's very close to me. I won't say who or how.
Name.
Have to say his name. You
Drop
fucking dud. You're no. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Go, what's his
He won't
name?
listen anyway.
Huh?
He won't listen anyway.
What's his name?
No, I can't.
Nah, come on.
No, I can't.
Do it.
His name's George. Went to Japan, stayed there for 2 days, and left.
Listen. Why?
But I think it was more getting in his own headspace more than the actual place itself. Just had like anxiety,
Was
panic
not in a
attack
good-
type thing.
was
Yeah,
not in a good space.
yeah, that's all it was. It was all that. But yeah, so I want to go. My wife has no interest in going whatsoever. Doesn't want to go Japan at all.
Why?
I don't know. She just does not there. I just think Japan would be a cool place to go from what I've
So-
seen. I haven't seen anything outside of what's online, but the actual Tokyo looks really cool. But to even go do the traditional side of things, go see temples and mountains and shit like that, Disneyland, I guess.
Disneyland, yeah.
Could go see it there too. So yes, I do want to go to Japan at some stage.
Does Nicole want to go to any other countries?
I'd say just Europe at this stage.
Like just
Other
Greece?
countries in Europe. No, other European countries. So say Italy.
So won't do Asia.
Should do Singapore. We were planning a Singapore trip this year. It didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
But maybe next or the year after, potentially. But yeah, so yeah, she would do places like that.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I've got no interest to go to African countries at all.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Maybe Egypt.
Maybe. Yeah, I've got some friends that are from there, and they say it was pretty amazing to go see.
I'll tell you, I've got a whole list. I've sat down and listed every country I want to visit.
Yeah, awesome. Well, have you actually got it on your phone?
I've actually got it on my phone.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because then I kind of like.
Well, that is in itself a bucket list of
yeah, so
travel.
like I don't know, you won't be able to see this, but for those listening, I'll show you the list. Look, I've got a bunch
Oh,
of
man,
ticked
that's
off. Yeah, I've got a bunch of ticked off, and like there's a whole bunch I still want to go to.
Can you
Not even halfway.
name? Yeah, you're not halfway at all.
Yeah.
Name 10 of them. 10 of your next ones. Your next 10.
I also list places, not just countries.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
like, for example, I've got Byron Bay on here. I've never been to Byron Bay.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go. I'd like to go to Byron Bay.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Noosa. Or I'd like to go to Vietnam, which is probably going to be my next trip.
I think my sister's going there actually next year, mid-year.
Yeah. My cousin's there now. And apparently it's like great place.
Yeah.
He's like, this is,
I've heard.
Well, he was like, this is probably his favorite country in Asia.
Yeah.
His exact words were, look, if I don't buy a house while I'm here, I'll come back to visit. It's like, Jesus. Yeah, I've got countries like, I've got Mongolia on the list. Shout out to Iggy.
Shout out to Iggy. Do you know he sent me a message the other day?
Did he?
Oh.
I spoke to him a few days back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh, like just through messages.
I'm going to try to find it.
You know, I've got like Argentina.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Argentina. Brazil. You know, I'd love to go to Canada. I'd love to go to Mexico.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, Philippines.
That's what he sent me. That's it.
About what? What's that about?
I don't even know. I think. Oh, I took a photo.
About the ice
The
cream.
ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but there's like, you know, I've got Dubai.
Dubai is cool, man. And I went to Dubai 20 years ago, and Dubai is cool.
Yeah, Portugal. You know, just places that Japan's on the list. There's not that much on the list.
Yeah, that's
Finland.
okay. That's good
Go
though.
to Finland.
Tick them off. Tick them off.
And then I just try and lock something in all the time and just work through this list.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we've gone through a few of mine. What else? You've got travel. You had your house. What else is on your list?
I would say something like business related.
Mhm.
Like, and I'm kind of thinking of this more specifically now on the spot, but something in relation to like a big exit. Yeah, I mean, that would be like, I feel like if I did that, I might be done.
With business?
Yeah. If I did like
I don't know if you would. What else are you going to do? If you had a big exit, you're just going to retire?
No, as in like, I would feel like that part is accomplished.
Yeah. You've big tick.
Yeah, it's
in
like
the
a big
box.
tick. And it's like, you might still do it for fun, but even if that didn't go anywhere from that point, you probably wouldn't care as much.
Yeah.
Whereas now I care. You know what I mean? Which is probably like, now it's a driver.
Yeah.
Might be less driven. But yeah, that would be like an 8-figure or multi 8-figure kind of exit.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's when I look at life, man, like wealth, health, experiences, and relationships. Do you know what I mean? And it's like cool, like the family thing's always been there, like, you know, kids, etc. Health is just your habits, really. Like there's no health. Like I don't want to be a bodybuilder or anything. Just want to, you know,
Be healthy.
Be healthy, yeah. And it's habitual.
Yep.
Wealth, that'll come as part of the whole business aspect.
Yep.
And then the rest is all, you know, experiential. Like I want to go do
Yeah.
that thing. And I used to have this list. I don't have it anymore. And I used to have this list where I would track particular experiences. So I used to see like someone went to this place in the middle of Iceland and it's like you can see this particular thing. Or like, what's that thing called that you see in like Finland and that, where the sky goes green?
The Northern Lights.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that. And I would write them down because I'd be like, I'd like to see that one day in my life. You know what I mean? And just tracking particular things like that and just saying like, cool, how do I tick these off? Because there's a level of satisfaction that comes with ticking something off.
Yeah.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.